Okay, master. Love zombie.
Club zombie. Blocked. Give the vampire control +1 intercept. It costs 4 pool. Wow.
Huh.
It's a good
Okay.
card.
If Love zombie is unlocked at the start of your turn, a red vampire you control gains 1 blood during your
Okay,
own
so
play.
it's +1 intercept and a hunting ground. Kinda.
Hunting ground that doesn't count as a hunting ground.
An unofficial hunting ground.
I think 1 here. Maybe? I don't know. Then discarding nothing. Click.
Right. Hope no one was going to use this. Information highway. Influence. 1, 2, 3, 4. -4. Discarding a precog, draw, pass.
1 wider view.
Ooh, fancy.
Indeed. And in my influence phase, I will use 1 transfer to draw 1 card for my crypt. It is the one I need. Great.
And get rid of another one.
And I will remove 1 card play and use 2 transfers on the card I just drew. By the way, I am no longer in third place. Is not best position for this deck when I need to do this stuff.
You didn't pay for your influence.
True.
So my master phase, I'm going to bring out an Asher Tablets.
Oh no.
God damn
This
it!
stuff again.
You know how you said the one counter to my deck was someone playing Asher Tablets faster?
Yeah, it certainly is something. I'm gonna Ash Heap that. That's nice. I will pay my pool. Don't worry, working on it.
Oh shit!
Giovanni Power Bleed.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Help was talking about a vote deck with Giovanni.
He was talking about a necromancy vote deck. That's somebody else.
I mean, there's only 2 good necromancy clans.
I am. Okay. Great. To influence. 1, 2, 3. If I need something to defend myself, and 4.
Malkavian.
No dominate and no dementations. It has Auspex. I see. Master phase.
Is this a wall deck?
Smiling Jack the Anarch. Smiling Jack out early. Influence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -6. Nahuminosh.
I thought you wouldn't play this.
You.
You lied.
I didn't say I wasn't going to play this. I said I was going to play this.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely playing this deck. Discard.
What is this deck?
You'll find out.
Find out. Sorry, hold on. Let me ask you a question real quick, Melvin. Have you seen the video that went up yesterday?
No. I'll look for it.
Good.
I'll look for it in the back.
I use 4 transfers, and that is everything. I will also discard 1 card.
Master phase. Yeah, I'm bringing this out now. Dellenberg Castle.
Okay, can I just play another deck then?
No.
Nope.
I did say I was playing this. Heidelberg.
No, I meant and because of Heidelberg.
Welcome.
I see.
The gun
because
show.
it's kind of a key card for my deck.
Ah, Fatima al-Fakali.
Yeah, you know about Fatima, right, Wix?
Yeah, and no, one of the most important characters to the Banu Hakim.
And also a character that I am somewhat related
Yes.
to.
I
Name.
tried.
Fatima.
Yeah, I know. I'm bad at
I
pronouncing.
can pronounce it.
Anyway, Helt. I'm gonna deliberately pronounce the H extra hard on Helt. Just for that. Yeah, dominate. No.
Remember when Helt said playing discipline cards was a bad idea? Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'll just stay to myself. You remove the jack, I'll stay to myself.
Uh-huh. Jack
There
goes.
that goes.
I have more.
Don't
I
doubt
have
it.
I have a little something that will make dealing with those smiling jacks easy. It's something else.
Isabel Giovanni.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
I will also be doing a
I
favor
don't-
for the entire table.
I will only kill your second after I dealt with the Assamites.
Don't appreciate it.
Okay. And my
Try it.
favor to the entire table is a Pentex subversion.
I appreciate that, Velvet. I really do.
Highly appreciate it. Thank you. Poor Wix.
Not really.
Nobody likes people with 3 eyes.
I have plenty of intercept. Soulface would like to bleed you, and you
You
cannot
succeed.
block. Nice. Oh, this would have been a good idea. Oh no, it wouldn't have been. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am dying soon.
Perhaps if you left a blocker up.
That was my influence, discarding nothing. Wix.
Right. Lock. Master Phase, playing a Nano Revolt. Minion Phase. Nahuminosh would like to play an Arent Thieves the Immortal.
Yeah.
I can't because I'm not there.
I can't because I'm not there either.
Velvet?
Hello.
I could.
Nobody
Careless
has
move.
superior auspics, so
Oh
Same.
yeah, you guys can send him back to his library as a direct action, and I'm gonna block it. So
yes.
Sure. Happens, goes into play.
Yep.
Influence. Balance is right. 1. Let's go with 5, and then 6.
What is
6.
happening?
Turning this card, making Nahum an Anarch,
Oh no.
gaining 1 pool. turning this card.
Wrong.
You call the token.
Leaving him as a vampire?
Just leaving him as a vampire.
It is unique, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That is stupid.
Discard.
I know.
Let's
Thing is, if it,
You can't. So it doesn't block everyone from using Anna converts.
Manuel, your turn.
I could use Anna convert still, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to contest it. I want to use the ability. Is that possible? Okay. I lose one pool because I don't have an Anarch yet. And then I use 4 transfers on this card. And if I had it in my crypt all along, instead of using 1 transfer with wider view, I could bring it out now, but I can't.
Right, so start of my turn, I burn 1 because I do not have an Anarch.
and no one has a single vote.
Phase
Well,
blood all
anyone
there.
can burn it. Anyone can call a referendum and has 1 vote when calling it, right?
No.
Oh yeah. No.
You
no.
only get the
I-
1 vote when you call it.
When you use a card.
Everything in this game is stupid.
You're
you
attempting
just-
to put it back in my library?
I am indeed attempting to put it back in your library.
Cool. I'm not going to try and block that.
Card I would. I don't think I'm going to be able to outbleed the Giovanni any soon. And Halt, your turn.
Like with the little face is trying to block. Okay. You blame me for 3. 6. You son of a bitch.
Perhaps if you left a blocker up?
Melbert, I would.
I
highly
did.
recommend that you block the leave a blocker to block the Anna convert from demolishing the subversion.
Yeah.
Because we do not want Nahum Inosh to block anything, ever.
Don't worry, I have a plan for Nahum. Once my deck decides to actually give me a card that I need.
Okay, I'm bled for 3. You son of a bitch! I am. You know what? I'm leaving.
6?
I am leaving. There is literally nothing I can do. My deck is literally already done.
How did
he
you do
does- he-
6? He had 12. No, he had exactly 9.
He had 9.
It doesn't have to be 9 or fewer. It doesn't have to be fewer than 9 or fewer. Okay.
So he dies. That was enough to kill him.
Done. Well,
Well, he still has
No,
12.
no, sorry, he goes to 3. He took 6, so he's at 3.
Yes.
oh well, that was short.
That
going to leave.
is absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as soon as I leave, the Pentax version lives with me. So goodbye.
It will be there until Helt. It'll be there until Helt kills me. So that's at least one more turn of it
No.
being around. Sorry,
As soon
no,
as I
it'll be,
leave,
yeah, no, it'll be there until Helt kills you, not until you leave the table. Anyway, well, but your turn.
my turn. Unlock. I am leaving. There is seriously nothing I can do.
Leave me. I have a low chance.
No,
of blocking.
it's worthless. Oh well.
I would have liked.
Can't
to
even say it was a good game. Goodbye.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
I would not mind starting a new game,
No. Let's just play this out.
Goodbye.
especially one where I have the card I need in my opening crypt.
Uh,
Okay. Right. Let's
well,
just
I
keep,
apported nothing to the table. Goodbye.
okay, let's just keep going. So what's the plan? Still my turn. Cool. So right. Unlock. Really like to use some cards there. Second Anarch Revolt. Minion phase.
Sure.
No minion phase. Influence phase. 1, 2, 3. -3. And now I have another salubri. And his name is Matthew.
And you lose another 3.
And I lose another 3. Ooh. Forgot about the scarce. That's fine. I really wish I had the card.
You will die next turn.
Not if I play things. One on your turn.
Again,
Damn
I
it,
go
just got the
straight to my influence phase. Put 1 blood here, 1 blood here. And no, that was the wrong one.
I was impatient. I shouldn't have played.
And 2 blood here. -4. I bring you Baba Yaga.
Ooh. Interesting.
And 1 Anarch convert to make Baba Yaga an Anarch. Also, I lose 2 pool for the Anarch rewards.
Baba Yaga deck.
Any? Nope. I'm good.
Alright. Unlock. I'm taking 2 from the our converts. Master phase. I'm going to bring out a Path of Blood. It is a unique master. It costs me Vtes cards cost 1 less. In phase, Fatima is going to attempt to become an Anarch.
Fatima is going to do the Anarch action. Well, I wish I could block.
Nosferatu.
You want to become an Anarch that is at +1 stealth, right?
Believe so.
No blocks.
Dick. Influence phase. I'm gonna pay my 3, but because this card is this card, it goes down to 4 anyway, so I'm gonna pay my 3. Discard.
He goes down to 3, not 4.
Yes.
I thought it was 4. Help.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't mind. Nullify the Anarch or Anarch Revolt. I don't give a shit. I didn't.
I would love
When
to.
you leave Velvet alive for 1 more turn and only bleed him for 1, that means Pentax Subversion will stay up 1 turn longer.
Nope, because Anarch Revolt exists.
What?
He dies from the revolts.
True.
You
He
don't
doesn't
bleed
have
him at
Anarch.
all. stays up for one more turn.
No, because he's at 2 pool.
Oh, he does
True.
regardless. Fine.
In that case, use life pool to save your prey. Just for this effort.
Yep. Actually do things again.
Awful. You
Pretty
should
good,
not
actually.
be allowed to do things.
I think I should.
No.
Personal opinion,
I
I know.
don't-
but-
No.
Unlock nothing. Master phase. Master phase, I'm really annoyed because I got a master. I don't know what I want to do.
That was fast. The guy died quickly. I'm
Very.
just
Very.
watching, guys.
He's Helt's playing a Giovanni power bleed deck, so
Oh, okay.
I'm down to 5 pool, but it's because I'm making Matthew and Anarch.
So you are back at 6.
Down to 5.
So you draw one from your kit then.
Yeah, I did. Oh, sorry.
For
No.
the inner convert,
Oh,
do you
yeah,
get
I'll
the
go
blood
back.
back or do you
Yeah,
draw from your kit?
No. Go to 6. Discard half of tears. I really should have been more patient with bringing Matthew out. That's a really important card. On your turn.
In my master phase, I play a blood doll. And I use the blood doll to gain pool. Because Baba Yaga has enough. Then Baba Yaga wants to employ a raptor. Any blocks?
playing is a +1 stealth action, correct?
Yes.
Right. Black Sunrise and Blood Awakens.
Okay. Spying mission.
Okay.
At inferior.
That's +2 stealth now.
Yes.
Crack, are you declining blocks?
I don't have any more. Not
Uh,
anymore.
Matthew is playing Guardian Vigil, all 3 disciplines.
Okay, so 1 intercept.
+1 intercept, 1 optional maneuver, and does not lock for blocking the action.
Yes. But you need
Then
1 more intercept.
I'm getting there. +1 intercept. And can prevent 1 damage.
Okay, +1 stealth. And you cannot block. I cannot strike to end combat. If you block it.
Strike to end. By the way, that doesn't get around anesthetic touch, but
And
Does.
no, it doesn't, because it's not a strike to end combat. It's a strike hand strike. It gets like that's the thing. It gets around the dogs. It gets around Mind of the Wilds. It gets around all of it. But I'm not playing any more intercept because I don't want to waste my intercept.
That is awful.
It is. Gets around all of that. Anyway, I'm not blocking anymore. Pay your 2 blood.
And Baba Yaga unlocks. Afterwards, Baba Yaga will play a Shreknet. Any blocks?
Sorry, the idea of Baba Yaga using Shreknet just
Yes.
so cool.
And I really would like to.
No blocks on my end. I don't care about that.
Okay, Baba Yaga unlocks.
Well, I do care, but not enough to waste my cards.
Then Baba Yaga will play Restoration.
No blocks.
He gains 1, 2, 3 blood and burns one of that for a Freak Drive to unlock. And then I go to my influence phase and use 3 transfers. To also bring Petra.
Ah, Petra.
Yeah, other vampires exist too.
Petra's a good card. Crack your turn.
Oh boy. Alright, unlock. Phase, I'm gonna play a second tablets. Another Indian phase. Team is going to attempt to bleed. Just one. Nope.
With who?
Tima.
Yeah, but why did you on the qui vive? Well, I mean, I can block this with Nahum, and we can just like hand strike this, like
I mean, we could.
You mean
We could.
that
We
kind
could.
of
We very much could.
Nahum will attempt to block then.
Alright, cool. 4 range. 4 range. 4 range, I just can get an assault rifle for 5. So I'm gonna do
Sure.
that.
Waste 5 pool.
Now, before range, you have anything?
No before range.
Alright, cool. Maneuvers. I maneuver to long range.
See?
Great. Strikes.
You're acting minion.
I got 4 gun damage coming your way.
Hands for nothing. Anything else?
Nope.
Ah. I thought you had more.
I mean, I do. Actually. Yeah, let's just kill him outright. Another blood off.
Yes.
Just kill him outright. Fuck that guy.
Like how you're targeting me, thereby letting the Giovanni get even more pool.
Well, I don't care.
Clearly.
That deck has.
I mean, I could point out that this is definitely not playing to win, and this is definitely playing out of spite, but I don't care. So.
Did you?
Yes, why?
Yes.
I would also consider this
too.
like you blatantly cheating help because
I would very much.
in your
Very
favor
much
to
consider
it's in
this
your
fair
favor
play.
to allow this. Anyway, you take 2 from Anarch Revolt. Oh no, you don't. No, that's
I
fine.
don't.
You don't. You did.
So, who are the Anarchs revolting against? There are only Anarchs on the table.
Which blood doll are you burning? Mine or Nosferatu's? Okay.
None. Oh. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Also appreciate that.
Matthew attempts to block. Alright. You're acting minion. No before range. 10 maneuvers. Yep, I'll do my one first. Cycle.
Combat ends. No, I end combat.
Well, his isn't a combat ends. His is a dodge.
Yes. We both really don't want that combat to happen.
Is Gloria's bleeding, and Matthew can't block. Well, the Anarch Convert would like to block. -1 intercept. Okay. Then Matthew's going to wake. Nothing else. Modifiers. No, I was cycling for the bounce. I didn't find it. Cool. Bounce. Bouncing into my prey.
How much? At how much stealth? 0 stealth. Okay. Yes, Baba Yaga would like to block that. She read on Google, on Twitter, that you are about to bleed her. Yes, she has all the toolbars on her Internet Explorer. Yes. I would appreciate that, yes.
And Hell take.
No before range. A maneuver. All right. Then I will hand strike and you dodge it. Mm-hmm.
No blocks. Crack is dead. Crack.
Sorry, I was actually muted. Sorry. Yes, I answered my voicemail. Sorry. Yeah, go for it.
What does the by name mean?
You name 3 cards. Mhm.
Yes.
My cat really wants to be part of this game.
Yes.
Unlock. Phase. Vesseling for free.
Going
Okay.
to burn a blood doll.
Yeah, well, let's get rid of this one.
I hate you. Why would you burn my blood doll? It
By
has
the way, I
done
do want to
nothing
point out,
wrong.
Hell, you know how I said earlier that if this deck doesn't draw, or like does the 1 in 5 chance of just drawing terribly, I have drawn nothing but master cards and anesthetic touches. I just drew my first Parthenon, and I don't have any Asher tablets, so back to the whole not drawing the right cards. Also Verlaning for like 4.
Also, I'm so happy that this has happened to Wix now. He has tortured us with this deck.
Do want
Yes.
to point out I was playing a deck, and the first time I ever start properly winning is you spike and decide to completely ruin my entire prospects. So
Yeah. I'm well aware that I did that thing. You know what? It was fucking worth it.
Yep, not doing anything this turn.
Put all those fucking cards back in.
So
Yeah,
you were
well.
just showing us your hand?
Yeah, because
Okay.
literally fucking nothing I can do with it.
But you could play Parthenon.
Could attempt to get into combat.
You only played a trifle so far.
No, I played Vessel and then Verlaine because I can't afford to play a Parthenon.
Oh.
I mean, he could.
No. Influence discard, discarding Anarch of Octus, not slightest. Oh, fuck. Monreal, your turn.
I play one life in the city on Baba Yaga. She ordered some blood on Amazon in Shragnet
Silk
on
Road.
her laptop. And she also has an Elder Wikipedia.
He has found Wikipedia. Oh, this is just the White Wolf fandom.
Stack these and just put those there and
One Marika's Call.
Basic animalism?
Basic animalism.
Yeah. No, just no blocks from me ever.
Assamite blocks.
nah, you're good. Continue.
Then I will employ another raptor and unlock. Do them. Baba Yaga will just bleed.
For how much? Just for 2?
2. Just for 2.
Okay. Your edge.
And she unlocks. And then she wants to play Restoration. I assume when you don't say block, you go block.
Yeah,
And she will unlock. And Petra also wants to do Marika's Call.
Okay. Got to gun down all these fucking raptors.
And she also gets a raptor. And that is everything. In my influence phase, I use 4 transfers to burn the wider view and gain 2 pool. And in my discard phase, I will discard. Nothing. Next.
Alright, unlock phase. Master. I'm gonna bring out my third Asher tablets. These from the game. I get to take back 13 cards into my library. Choose one of them to my hand and the others to my library. So I will take Blur back to my hand. Send cards to the library. I will now shuffle my library. I'm now going to my minion phase. Before I do anything though, I'm going to block to move equipment from one vampire to another. Block to move an assault rifle to Tariq. And now it's Tariq. Now I will block Tariq, get into combat with Matthew.
Why? And
Why?
how?
Because fuck you. And Tariq has that ability.
So you're jeopardizing your entire chance at literally being able to do anything in the game just to screw with me.
I also think you should attack Held. It is
Yeah, literally
No,
anyone
nobody
that
should
isn't
attack
like
Baba Yaga.
cross table from you.
No, I want to do this.
Fine,
Out of
fucking come
spite.
at me.
Best reason in the card game is to do it out of spite, and I'm doing it out of spite.
Fine. Play your cards. You're
This
acting minion.
game is not very happy.
No,
Right.
it really isn't because I wanted to do
Velvet
things.
left, now Crackers.
Doing it out of spite.
We're in combat. No,
Can
because the
block
Anarch
no
combat
can.
doesn't have advanced fortitude.
So, maneuvers. Sorry,
No.
before range.
Yep, no before range.
Maneuvers.
You're acting minion, you do
I
things
maneuvered
first.
a long range.
Cool. You're at long range. What's your strike?
Strike is gun,
Right.
plus additional 4.
Yep. Take none of it.
It's a second strike.
Yep,
4.
nope. All damage from the opposing minion strike this round. Yeah.
Don't you lock because you are in combat?
Directed action.
Only if you block it or the card specifically states like deep.
Okay.
Takes 1, because of course he does. Strike.
Does Fatima want to do?
Fatima is going to attempt to bleed.
Smart.
Is.
An action against your prey. Okay, that makes sense from Held.
So
Direct intervention.
I played this turn. I can't. Okay.
Lead is still going towards help.
Turn 1. Just for 1.
Hey, Crack! You bled your prey. Good job. Got one step closer. Not going to get 6 pull next turn.
I don't know why I did it.
Why?
Yes.
Yeah.
Best reason for this game.
Not really, but okay. Hey, Vessel. Nice. Fair enough. You burning the blood all on Fatima?
If you say yes, I won't be mad.
with him. Yeah, attempting to block with the Arent convert. Convert. Bleed goes through. Yep. And the table goes to help.
I'm okay with this.
I know you are.
Much okay with this. I have metaphorically and physically shot myself in the foot with this, but I'm okay with this.
Yep. Blocking with the Arent convert. Oh, no more intercept. Attempt to block with Matthew. Again, attempting to block with the Arent convert. Oh, I die. Oh, forgot to take my cards off someone else.
Everyone here is independent or anarch, except for Petra.
Oh,
This
I'm gonna be
is
off.
awfully fast.
Yeah, it kind of is when most of my vampires got shot to pieces.
Yes.
And like the one big thing that I
Oof,
spent,
now I have to out
like-
2 people to win this. That's really
the
difficult.
one big thing that I spent like what 12 pool on got shot to pieces because I didn't draw the card that I needed. Because for some reason my deck wanted me to have all of the master cards. Anyway, I'm gonna be off. Bye.
Bye. I will play Starish Annex and move this card. Then I go to my minion phase and I will. I'm not Petra, of course. Baba Yaga wants to bleed for 2.
If only I was smart with this and actually drew back to my hand my Black Sunrise. Yeah, I take the.
And Baba Yaga Freak Drives. There are no useful actions I can take. And Petra also bleeds.
For
one.
one?
For 1.
Okay. Okay.
And in my discard phase, I will discard nothing.
Alright. Unlock. Create a minion. Freak is going to combat with Sun.
Yes, we can, by the way, work together on removing the Giovanni.
Gloria Giovanni. Freak is going to be in combat with Gloria Giovanni.
Well, I think I will be the next one you want to bleed, so I want to not have that happen. Because you bleed for a lot.
For range, I got no problem. I have no before range as well. Maneuvered along. Great, strike his gun for 4. Is a valid dodge. Okay. It's cat. I understand you here. Up. I will force march to unlock since getting in combat was a direct action. It was indeed a successful action because it was a directed action to get into combat. So I'm only drawing these. Right now. Just not drawing at all. Hell, your turn. I think Wix might be mad at me.
I don't think he's mad, but it would be understandable.
Harry, but at the same time, it is understandable why I did the thing I did.
No. Because that was last game, this is this game. So, what is happening? Once per turn, he can strike dodge, get +1 intercept, a discard phase. It costs you 2 pool. So he just has a lot of intercept and doesn't die easily. What does dodge do? Does it mean you take no damage from the strikes? Do you still take, for example, environmental damage? You avoid the effect of the strike. Okay. Yeah, then I think Baba Yaga wants to block that. 2.
She also has the raptors.
Yes, that's why she has 2. 3. 3 with the Guardian Vigil.
I was gonna say wrong math there.
He blocks. No before range. A maneuver. Strike is Theft of Vtes. Yes. for 1. After I declined blockers, when you then play modifiers, I can't say, oh no, I want to block, right? Superior dominate, superior dominate, superior dominate on all of them. No blocks. Wait. You add 1. Okay. And 1 stealth. And now I can decide again to block. Then I want to block. Baba Yaga is blocking. Go before range. No maneuver. Strike hands for 2 aggravated. Yes. Also she will unlock.
Oh, okay.
Baba Yaga wants to block that. No before range.
It's great. You're doing my job for me.
No maneuver. Strikes a hand for 2 aggravated. You also lose 1 blood on him. Oh, you already did. And now she's actually locked. Okay. No wake.
I will come to. No, that's +1 stealth. I don't have enough intercept for that. Never mind.
Oh no. Okay.
I thought I did. I don't.
Oh no, the seductions. You really want to seduce Baba Yaga?
I mean, I don't know about you, but
I mean, no judgment. If you really want to seduce Baba Yaga, that's your choice.
yeah.
I unlock. I gain 1 pool from the edge. I think I will need. In my master phase, I burn 2 blood, 2 pool to play Warsaw Station.
I like that, so I'm gonna play a wash down to that.
Okay.
You get another master.
In that case, my master phase action will be Blood Dole. And I will take 1 blood from her. Yeah, I'm not drawing the cards I want. It's fine. Mm, no. Baba Yaga wants to bleed.
Fatima will attempt to block.
Faceless light.
At advanced.
At advanced.
Okay. All right. Well, it's only against one, correct?
She bleeds for 2.
No, I mean,
Yes.
I'll roll for 2.
You still need the 1 intercept.
Here's 1 intercept.
And here is 1 stealth.
All right. For
Bleed
2
for
then.
2. Baba Yaga also freak drives, like always. And Petra also wants to bleed.
All right. Black Sunrise, Fatima. Fatima unlocks and attempts to block.
Then you block.
You get into a combat. Before range, I'm going to bring out a 44 Magnum from somewhere on my person to pull.
Okay.
Maneuver is, or so maneuver. I'm going to maneuver 2 long.
Yes, you get -1 head size.
Just discard 1 at random, correct? Or do I get to choose? Okay. Strike is going to be gun,
Yes.
then more gun.
Yes.
Then I'm also going to play the Vte. Get
For
her
3.
up to
Petra is in torpor. Baba Yaga wants to employ a raptor.
right.
And unlocks after she does that. And then, does Baba Yaga want to play the cards? Yes. Baba Yaga wants to play Restoration. One, 2, 3. And she also pays 1 of those to freak drive.
Now here begins my desperate attempt to try and come back from the remnants of whatever the hell this has become.
And then I end my turn.
Master phase. I'm going to get a blood doll on Hema and use it to gain 1 pullback because God, I need it. That's nice. I really get that with. Alright, I'm gonna get into combat with Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga wants to block.
Yaga is going to block anyway. Her face that she's getting into combat with.
Yes, but it will be an unsuccessful action when I block it, so you can't force march.
Or yeah, I don't have it anyway.
Okay.
Before range.
Yes, -3 hand size.
Okay, so before range, I have no before range.
No before range.
Maneuvered along.
That is fine. No maneuver.
Strike gun for 4.
Strike theft of Vtes. 2.
And then I will also case of Vitae to go back up to 3 actually.
Yes.
Has been combat. Extra strikes. I did not draw any. Then Fatima is going to loss. Pray. Reason.
What?
Worry about it. Worry about it. Get a +2 bleed.
Who
Edge.
is what? Burn? Blocked? What?
Fatima is playing loss. Not blood because I have Path of Blood.
Yep.
Guys, I'm going out. I will do something, and maybe tomorrow we can play.
That would be nice.
Good night
Good night.
to all.
Your turn.
Ah, come on. My poor blood dolls.
Timer looking like.
He wants to rescue himself.
Isabel wants
Fatima?
to. Fatima is my.
Okay, and Baba Yaga will not be blocking that. With or without seduction? In that case, Baba Yaga wants to block. And she doesn't want to lock for blocking. No before range. No maneuver. Okay, in that case, strike will be hand strike instead of too aggravated to murder her. With whom? With everyone is trying to seduce Baba Yaga. Okay.
She's a very seducible lady. I don't know why y'all are.
Baba Yaga gets everyone. He's on Tinder, on StrikeNet. Track Tinder. No block.
Internet.
Still no blocks because I can't. Then I will reduce the bleed by 1. I will unlock. Then in my master phase, I will put another. I will exchange the card on the annex. Then I will play a wider view or 1 pool. Then Baba Yaga will play a giant's blood. Okay, Baba Yaga will not play a giant's blood then. Oh,
Oh, he
And
already
then-
played Water View. He already played Water View this turn.
that's a trifle. So Baba Yaga goes back to 11 blood.
Fuck.
Um,
I was trying. Tried.
Baba Yaga wants to employ J.R. Simmons. No blocks.
Blocks.
Baba Yaga unlocks. Baba Yaga wants to bleed for 3.
A Black Sunrise on Tariq. Unlocks and attempts to block.
Tariq. Yeah, okay. Sure.
Only hand size.
By 3.
I already didn't got that. Cool. Acting minion.
No maneuver.
Maneuver to long
no
range.
pre-maneuver. You maneuver to long range, of course.
Your strike.
My strike is hand strike.
Strike is gun strike for damage.
Reduce damage by 1.
3 damage.
Is that everything?
Is yes.
Then she will freak drive. And she will. And she will play 1 Marika's Call.
Black Sunrise on Tariq again.
Okay. You also need 1 more intercept.
Here's 1 intercept.
Okay, I didn't draw any of my stealth. The block is successful.
So need card from my hand. Almost. And you are acting minion. I have no before range.
Same stuff as last time.
Alright, cool. Except now I'm going to actually add another hit to that, so it's going to be 8 damage.
Sure. And she's on torpor.
Is to Vte to get that 1 blood back. It really is. Sorry.
Yeah, I am not so happy with how this is playing out.
Sorry.
I will go to my influence phase, and I will put 4 blood on this minion. Hello, Beetle Man.
Beetleman! Great, I love him. Looks like real dumb, but I love him.
Your turn.
Oh boy, it is. Alright, yeah, I got straight to my main phase. Tariq is going to get into combat with see.
Oh, I forgot to discard a card. May I still? Just in my
Fair enough.
discard phase. Yes.
Going to attempt to get into combat with Giuseppe.
So was
Cool.
that a yes or a no on the discard?
I say sure.
Thank you.
Great. No before range. We're maneuvered along. And strike is gun. And I'm going to get an additional strike to put him in torpor. Card. I also forgot to take my blood for that. Fine, discard out, discard. Turn. Okay. Okay.
I really hope I survive.
Hope I can take Bolt out of the really
Yes,
soon.
please.
I'm attempting to.
Well, if you do, I would only be second.
Where you can kill me and
then kill her. That's how I have to do it.
yeah. But how are you gonna kill me and help?
I don't know.
Alright, well, Kima will block. One.
She also needs to unlock.
Advanced blood. Because Isabel's a lower generation. I'm playing the bar, yeah. One intercept.
You still need to unlock. How do you unlock?
Hold on. More time. Alright, so the first one is oh wait, duh. Alright, never mind. I'm an idiot. Attempts to block. It wasn't unlocked before. Block to attempt to block. Plus one stealth action, so fine, she doesn't unlock. Oh, she wasn't. I purposely left her unlocked.
I also
See,
thought she was.
I
Okay.
only used.
Well, then you can use the card to get +1 intercept.
I only streak, then a build Seppi, and then I put a card into my ash heap.
Then you can use the intercept card to get intercept. Nothing wrong with that.
So Nima with +1 intercept. Okay. Fine. Enduring got excited about it.
What is going on now? Oh, okay.
I would love to know what my library.
I feel very dead suddenly. And no, you will also enhance it by 3, and I will have 1 left, and that won't be enough to pay for my master cards. Yes. That sucks. I really needed that 1 master card.
Getting a very intense. I like this.
What can I still do? I needed the 3. I needed at least 3 pool to recover from this. I will give Fatima 1 blood cycle. All my ready vampires are at full capacity. Or can I target them anyways? Then Beetleman will not get 1 blood. Awful.
Sorry.
Everything but.
Alright.
Beetleman wants to rescue Baba Yaga from torpor.
Cannot block that.
Come on.
Put her up for you.
Yes. My master card would have been another Warsaw station that she could have unlocked after the hunt, which she's now doing.
No blocks.
Yeah.
I feel bad now. Like really, I feel bad now.
In my influence phase, I will get 2 pool back. And I will discard 1 card, hoping for the best. This is not the best.
Alright, unlock all. Phase, I'm gonna bring
I
out
would
an
be very
astral.
happy if you could kill Held.
Highly doubt I'll be able to. I will also, before I forget, I will take 1 blood off of Fatima. Back to my. Bring it back to my pool. There it is. Phase, I'm going to. Best I can do is. Wreck combat. Kill Giovanni. Okay. Wreck combat with Jake. Gun for 4, he's dead. Play a force march because it has successfully.
No, he has not.
No, never mind. Ignore me. Being dumb. Just no, I
You
can't do
could
that
have used
because
the stealth.
I don't have stealth. Deck doesn't play stealth.
Oh no, you only have. You don't have superior celerity.
Doesn't. Fatima is going to attempt to bleed. For 1.
Can you increase that by 4?
No, I can't.
Hmm.
Like to. Discard phase. I will discard this assault rifle because I cannot use it. All right. Oh boy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, then I am out. I had it, but I
This is a
feel
very
like
intense game. I'm happy with the
I
outcome
feel
of
like
this.
it all depended on that 1 extra turn that I needed to bring her out.
I think it did too.
Well, basically the idea that I'm going for, and I have the cards for it in my hand, is to get to 7 raptors, so my opponent can't play any combat cards in combat because the entire hand will be empty. No anesthetic touches or anything. Nothing. No additional strikes.
That was a fun game. That was a really fun game.
Oh, and the the card on the storage was this.
Oh, sorry. Okay. That's with +2 bleed. Okay. I can't block that. Any other modifiers? Right, so just taking 3. Okay, he can do that. Still monitoring. Lock, master, no master, minion. To finally slay the beast that is Bill Giovanni. Good. Okay. Alright, so no before range. Maneuvered along. 4. Okay. Fatima is going to attempt to bleed. For 1. All I can do. Good game, sir. Card. Very good game. Right. That was a good game.
But waking is still possible. Yes.
Anyway, that was a very good game. I have nothing in my hand.
It was in the end.
That's the card
The-
I drew. That
it-
was one of the force marches I had. And I had blur, a blur, a blur, taste of Vite, and Vite.
So, Held, you outed everyone?
He has 5 victory points.
Ridiculous.
I like this deck. It's just here's the thing: is that the only Quietus cards this deck plays are Blood Awakening and Loss. That's it. And I've drawn none of my losses.